The secret life of the panda. In the misty mountains of central China, where bamboo forests stretch endlessly toward cloud-shrouded peaks, lives one of the world's most beloved yet enigmatic creatures. The giant panda, with its distinctive black and white coat and endearing round face, has captured hearts worldwide. Yet beyond its cuddly appearance lies a complex animal whose survival story is both remarkable and precarious, filled with evolutionary mysteries, behavioral quirks, and conservation triumphs that few people truly understand. An ancient lineage wrapped in mystery. The giant panda's evolutionary journey began millions of years ago, diverging from other bear species approximately 15 to 25 million years ago. Despite sharing ancestry with carnivorous bears, pandas took an extraordinary evolutionary path that transformed them into bamboo specialists. This dietary shift represents one of nature's most dramatic adaptations, as these bears developed specialized anatomical features to process a plant that provides minimal nutritional value. Recent genetic research has revealed fascinating insights into panda evolution. Scientists have discovered that pandas possess genes typically associated with carnivores, yet their digestive systems have adapted to process cellulose. This evolutionary contradiction explains many of the panda's unique characteristics and challenges. Their famous pseudothumb, actually an enlarged wrist bone, evolved specifically to grasp bamboo stalks with precision that rivals human dexterity. The panda's distinctive coloration has puzzled scientists for decades. Recent studies suggest that their black and white pattern serves multiple purposes. The white fur provides camouflage in snowy environments, while the black fur helps them absorb heat in shaded forest areas. The dark patches around their eyes may reduce glare from bright mountain snow, while also making their eyes appear larger and more intimidating to potential predators. The bamboo paradox. Perhaps the most fascinating aspect of panda biology is their relationship with bamboo. Despite being classified as carnivores, pandas derive 99% of their diet from bamboo, a plant so low in nutrients that they must consume 26 to 84 pounds daily just to meet their energy needs. This dietary specialization has shaped every aspect of their existence, from their daily routines to their reproductive cycles. Pandas spend 12 to 16 hours each day eating, a behavior that initially seems lazy but is actually a survival necessity. Their digestive system, inherited from carnivorous ancestors, can only extract about 17% of available nutrients from bamboo, compared to other herbivores that achieve 80% efficiency. This inefficiency means pandas must constantly eat to survive, leaving little time for other activities. The bamboo diet has also influenced panda behavior in subtle ways. Unlike other bears that hibernate, pandas remain active year-round because bamboo is available in all seasons, though its nutritional quality varies significantly. They've learned to select the most nutritious parts of different bamboo species, showing remarkable botanical knowledge. Young shoots provide the most nutrition, followed by leaves, while older culms serve mainly as filler. Pandas have been observed traveling considerable distances to find specific bamboo species at optimal growth stages. This behavior demonstrates sophisticated environmental awareness and planning abilities that researchers are only beginning to understand. Some populations migrate seasonally between elevations, following bamboo growth cycles like botanical nomads. Social complexity behind the solitude. While pandas are often described as solitary animals, recent research reveals a more nuanced social structure. Adult pandas maintain territories but engage in complex scent communication that creates invisible social networks across the forest. They leave scent marks on trees, rocks, and prominent features, creating chemical messages that convey information about identity, reproductive status, health, and even emotional states. These scent communications are remarkably sophisticated. Pandas can determine the sex, age, and reproductive condition of other pandas from scent marks alone. During breeding season, this chemical communication becomes even more critical, as it's often the primary way potential mates locate each other across vast territories. Mother-cub relationships represent the most intense social bonds in panda society. Female pandas are extraordinarily devoted mothers, caring for cubs for up to 18 months. During this period, mothers barely leave their cubs, often going days without eating to maintain constant protection and warmth. Cubs learn essential survival skills during this extended apprenticeship, including how to select nutritious bamboo, navigate treacherous mountain terrain, and interpret environmental cues. Interestingly, pandas also engage in play behavior well into adulthood, particularly during encounters with familiar individuals. Camera trap footage has revealed pandas rolling, wrestling, and engaging in chase games, suggesting that their social needs may be more complex than previously thought. Some researchers hypothesize that play behavior helps maintain physical fitness and social bonds that could prove crucial during emergencies. Reproduction, a delicate balance. Panda reproduction represents one of nature's most precarious balancing acts. Female pandas are fertile for only 2 to 3 days per year, creating an incredibly narrow window for successful breeding. This brief fertility period evolved as an adaptation to their low-energy lifestyle but creates significant challenges for population recovery. The reproductive process is fraught with difficulties that extend beyond timing. Male pandas must locate receptive females across vast territories, often competing with other males for mating opportunities. Females experience delayed implantation, meaning fertilized embryos don't immediately attach to the uterine wall, further complicating pregnancy success rates. When cubs are born, they face extraordinary challenges. Panda newborns are among the smallest in the mammal kingdom relative to their mother's size, weighing only about 100 grams, roughly the size of a stick of butter. They're born blind, deaf, and completely helpless, requiring constant maternal care for survival. Mother pandas typically give birth to twins, but usually only one cub survives due to the enormous energy demands of nursing and protection. This reproductive strategy, while seemingly inefficient, actually represents an evolutionary adaptation to their harsh mountain environment and limited diet. By investing heavily in single offspring, pandas maximize the chances that at least one cub will survive to reproductive age. However, this strategy makes populations extremely vulnerable to external pressures like habitat loss and climate change. Intelligence and problem-solving abilities. Recent studies have revealed that pandas possess cognitive abilities that rival those of other intelligent mammals. In captivity, pandas have demonstrated remarkable problem-solving skills, tool use, and memory capabilities that suggest sophisticated mental processes. They can learn to navigate complex puzzles, remember solutions to problems for extended periods, and even show evidence of insight learning, the ability to suddenly understand solutions without trial and error. Wild pandas display equally impressive intelligence in their natural environments. They've been observed using tools like rocks to remove ice from water sources and strategically positioning themselves to slide down snowy slopes for faster travel. Some populations have learned to raid agricultural areas with remarkable efficiency, suggesting they can quickly adapt to new food sources when necessary. Their spatial memory is particularly impressive. Pandas remember the locations of hundreds of individual bamboo plants across their territories, tracking which areas have been harvested and when they might regenerate. This mental mapping allows them to optimize their foraging routes and ensure sustainable use of their bamboo resources. Memory studies with captive pandas have shown they can recognize individual humans even after months of separation and remember complex sequences of actions required to access food rewards. This cognitive flexibility suggests that pandas could adapt to environmental changes more readily than previously thought, provided they have sufficient time and suitable habitat. Cultural significance and symbolism. The panda's influence extends far beyond biology into the realms of culture, diplomacy, and philosophy. In Chinese culture, pandas symbolize peace, harmony, and friendship. Their calm demeanor and apparent contentment have made them icons of mindfulness and balanced living in a chaotic world. China's panda diplomacy has made these bears international ambassadors, fostering relationships between nations through carefully managed breeding loans and conservation partnerships. This soft diplomacy has proven remarkably effective, generating goodwill and cooperation on broader environmental and political issues. The panda's appeal transcends cultural boundaries, making it perhaps the world's most universally beloved animal. This popularity has proven crucial for conservation efforts, as pandas serve as an umbrella species, Protecting panda habitat simultaneously protects hundreds of other species that share their ecosystem. Modern conservation psychology recognizes pandas as a flagship species that connects people emotionally to broader environmental issues. Their vulnerable status and endearing appearance make abstract concepts like habitat destruction and climate change tangible and urgent for general audiences. Conservation success story. The panda's conservation journey represents one of modern conservation's greatest success stories. From fewer than 1,000 individuals in the 1970s, wild panda populations have recovered to approximately 1,864 individuals according to the most recent comprehensive survey. This remarkable recovery required unprecedented international cooperation, scientific innovation, and financial investment. China has established over 60 nature reserves specifically for panda conservation, protecting not only pandas but entire ecosystems. These reserves cover approximately 2.5 million hectares of critical habitat and serve as corridors connecting fragmented populations. Advanced monitoring techniques, including camera traps and genetic analysis, allow researchers to track individual pandas and monitor population health with remarkable precision. Captive breeding programs have evolved from early failures to sophisticated operations that successfully maintain genetic diversity and produce cubs capable of surviving in the wild. Advances in artificial insemination, veterinary care, and behavioral understanding have dramatically improved breeding success rates. Perhaps most importantly, conservation efforts have evolved beyond simply protecting pandas to embrace ecosystem-based management. Modern panda conservation recognizes that protecting entire watersheds, maintaining bamboo forest dynamics, and supporting local human communities creates more resilient and sustainable protection than species-focused approaches alone. Future challenges and opportunities. Despite conservation successes, pandas face new challenges in a rapidly changing world. Climate change poses perhaps the greatest long-term threat, as rising temperatures could eliminate bamboo forests at lower elevations while preventing expansion into higher areas. Modeling studies suggest that up to 35% of suitable panda habitat could disappear within the next 80 years due to climate change alone. Habitat fragmentation remains a persistent challenge, as roads, development, and agricultural expansion continue to divide panda populations into increasingly isolated groups. Small, isolated populations face genetic bottlenecks and reduced resilience to environmental changes or disease outbreaks. However, new technologies offer unprecedented opportunities for conservation innovation. Satellite monitoring, genetic analysis, and artificial intelligence are revolutionizing how scientists study and protect pandas. Advanced modeling can predict habitat changes and identify priority areas for protection or restoration. Community-based conservation programs are engaging local people as partners in panda protection, creating economic incentives for habitat conservation while respecting traditional land use practices. These approaches recognize that long-term conservation success depends on local community support and participation. Conclusion. Guardians of an ancient world. The giant panda's secret life reveals an animal far more complex and remarkable than its popular image suggests. Behind the cuddly exterior lies a sophisticated creature whose evolutionary adaptations, behavioral intelligence, and ecological relationships reflect millions of years of mountain forest life. Their story embodies both the fragility and resilience of nature, demonstrating how species can adapt to extreme circumstances while remaining vulnerable to rapid environmental change. As climate change and human development continue reshaping Earth's ecosystems, pandas serve as both indicators of environmental health and symbols of conservation possibility. Their recovery from near extinction proves that dedicated, science-based conservation efforts can succeed even for the most specialized species. Understanding the panda's secret life, from their bamboo addiction to their complex social communications, from their reproductive challenges to their cognitive abilities, deepens our appreciation for the intricate relationships that sustain life on Earth. Each panda represents not just an individual animal, but an entire ecosystem's health and humanity's capacity to coexist with the natural world. The panda's future remains intertwined with our own choices about land use, climate action, and conservation priorities. By protecting these remarkable bears and their mountain forest homes, We preserve not only a beloved species but also the ecological integrity that supports countless other forms of life. In the misty bamboo forests of China, pandas continue their ancient way of life, guardians of a natural world that becomes more precious with each passing day.